writer, and she's like, whoa. She's like, Rashay, like, it's so amazing how far you came in so little time. You just started your series and you're getting so much exposure and you're on so many platforms. Most people don't even achieve that in their first year of filmmaking. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. And if you're new here, thank you for coming through my channel. You know, it's like I said in my life update video, it's been a while. It's been some years, some time. So I'm just going to update you guys on my business and what I'm doing now and things of that nature. I know you see me, you know, putting up vlogs of being a filmmaker, a director, a writer. You guys been knew I was a writer. I've been publishing books since years and years ago. But this is a new venture for me in filmmaking. You guys knew I was an actress. I was posting things like that. But in this industry right here is totally different. You know, it's still the film industry, but it is different from acting, totally different. I started my own production company. Yay! Why I started my own production company. Whew. All right, so I was in acting for a while, and I just noticed a certain genre that I'm into, which is horror. I love horror, like love horror, right? I'm like a horror fanatic. There isn't so many women directors in horror, women writers in horror. It's very scarce. It's a scarce industry when it comes to women. And then when you put Black into it, so being a Black woman in horror is even more scarce, you know, especially when you like horror. So I know a lot of women get into horror because they think it's an easy, you know, breakthrough because there's not a lot of us in horror. But once you actually have a passion for horror and you actually love horror movies and haunted houses and paranormal and things like that, and you're a writer that combines into it, you would just make your craft even better. It's not a chore, which, oh, I'm getting into this genre because it's easy. Then that makes it a chore, right? I got into horror because I love horror. Horror is something that I love. I had these mini stories that I was going to turn into a mini series of, you know, books, a series of books. And once I got into acting, me and my mom was sitting in the car and we was like talking. She was like, why don't you just like start, you know, filming your own stuff with your horror stuff? Like, maybe a series or a movie or something. And I'm like, because at that time I was full in acting, like I was in acting 100%. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so much hard work. And I was kind of doubting myself in a sense until I got a push. I got a push from the universe and from God. Like, listen, you need to do this. Once I got that push from, you know, other people saying, well, you're just an actress. You're just, you know, you need to stay in your lane. You need to stay in your genre as an actress. That was my push. I don't know if you guys know anything about Geminis. I'm a Gemini. Once you give us that push, that you tell us we can't do it, oh, honey, it's on from there. Now all self-doubt is out the window. And I was doing research on it and everything like that. But one day I just picked up my camera, my vlogging camera. I used my apartment and I just started recording a psychological thriller, which was a script that I wrote. Well, it was a book, a mini book story that I wrote. And I've turned it into this psychological thriller called Knock Knock. And I did it myself. It was only me. I was a cameraman. I was the editor, script writer, and the actress. I noticed that it was pretty cool. It was really cool. And I'm like, oh, maybe I can get other people involved and kind of, you know, and really do this. I got some really cool, talented friends, family, things like that involved in the process and made mini episodes. Once I got to the point where I was comfortable in directing my family, my friends, and myself, I searched for actors. And Yeah, once I did an episode with my first actor, that was pretty darn cool. It was pretty darn cool. And I liked it. I really liked it. Then it came to, I love it. I just love being, like I said before, on set, if it's an acting or behind the scenes, you know, in directing. I just love it. And I love to see my stories come to life with these talented actors. And I just started doing it. And I'm like, oh my God, let me do another one. It became so addicting to me, where now stories is flowing through me. Scripts are coming to me in the middle of the night. I have to wake up and write down stories in my phone, take notes in my phone, because these stories are just coming to me. I don't know where they're coming from. But once I get into that writing mode, I can't get writer's block. It's just something that is just like a blessing and a curse, I guess, because it comes to me, it just keeps coming to me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, shut up. But then I don't want it to shut up, because it's like, I'm creating these cool horror ideas, which made me realize like, oh my God, I really love this, you know, and that's something from God within you that you can just create and have all these ideas pop up in your head. I get scripts from looking at other movies. I get scripts from looking at a commercial. I get scripts from looking at people walking down the street. I get scripts in my dreams, you know. Like I said, before I go to bed, I have to like jot down things on my notepad. Sometimes I don't even have my phone. My phone is on the other side of the room, and I just jot down things in my journal, like ideas that comes to me. And it's so cool. It's so cool. And I really love it. And that's why I started my own production company, RRR Works. RRR Works Productions is my production company that I started. I want to put all these talented actors on a platform where everyone can see them, you know, and especially women of color in the horror industry. I want to put more actresses, more final girls of color in the industry, of Black women, brown women, you know, minority women in the industry of final girls in horror movies. There's not enough of us. I know we have Brandy, and basically that's it. We have Ma, you know, Ma, Octavia, of course. Octavia, she's really dope in a psychological thriller, Ma. But we need more. I feel like we need more Black women in the horror genre, and I am here to embrace that. And I also have some movies I wrote as well, which is pretty darn cool. Wrote these in the course of a month, which is crazy. I wrote 3 scripts, literally, in the course of a month. This one I'm filming. It is a horror movie. I am the main actress in the horror movie. I'm the principal role. And then we have another great actor that's playing the detective. Then we have another film I am in the course of filming. We just started filming that. That's a surprise film. I'm not going to say anything about that one. I'm going to keep that one on a hush hush. I'm not even going to post it on IMDb. I'm not even going to post it on my social media. I'm not going to give nothing away of that movie, because I am so excited for that movie. Like, I'm so excited for that movie. It's really ridiculous. The way it's coming out, so dope. You guys are going to love it. And I have one more movie coming out that I'm going to be working on in September. And I've picked she is so talented. She is so freaking talented. Julie is so talented. One of my main actresses. She is dope. She's so dope. She's so talented. And I'm like, wow. When I seen her in Vault 13, my horror anthology series, I said, I have to put her in something else. Like, no, she deserves like a principal role. And I don't want to act in my movies anymore. I just don't. After this, I just don't. Maybe I'll pop up in Vault 13. I want to add more Black woman faces in my movies. So she's talented. She's dope. She's going to be the principal character, the principal role. And then I casted a dope guy to be another principal role for this movie. And oh my God, I'm just so excited for all these films and everything coming up. I am on the 6th episode of Vault 13, my horror anthology series, which you guys should check out. Is on multiple media platforms. There is no way you guys have not seen my horror anthology series yet. Get it together. Watch my episodes. It's really cool, really, really dope. And also, I revamped it. So these episodes are more advanced. And I want you to look at the first episode because I really want you to see my growth. And I feel like this is so cool and awesome because looking at my first episode and how far I came in editing, in sound, in special effects, in even acting, in storylines, and story scripts, cinematography. I'm the cinematographer for Vault 13 as well. You can see my improvement from my first episode to my sixth episode, and you'll see like, whoa, like this is really good. You know what I mean? Like my stuff is great quality now, and it's only getting better and better. I just put my feet in. I got my feet wet, got my toes wet, then got my feet wet, and then I'm just like learning as I go. And when you're hands-on, that's all that matters. You know, you just jump in. Stop freaking procrastinating. That is the message I have for you guys that want to start a business, want to start acting, want to be in the film industry. Stop procrastinating. Stop saying, oh, let me wait for the right camera. Let me wait for the right. No. Pick up your camera, pick up an editing tool, learn the editing tool. There's several resources on YouTube that you can learn editing tools and things like that, that you can create your own stuff. I started this because I didn't want to wait for anybody else to give me roles anymore. I was tired of waiting for people to call me back for roles. I'm so obsessed with being on set that I created my own set. If that makes sense. I'm so obsessed with being on set that I created my own set. I was tired of people, you know, saying, oh yeah, we gotta do that. I'm waiting for people to call me back. I'm waiting for auditions. I'm waiting for this. I got some wonderful opportunities, don't get me wrong, and I still work for other people as an actress and a director. But it was just, I'm just tired of waiting. So I created my own opportunities. And sometimes you just have to do that. When you're in that level of determination, anything is possible. I want this to be my full-time career. I want this to be, and it will be my full-time career, and it will be. I dedicated so much time, energy, and effort to these projects and to these movies and money. And I know it's going to come back to me 10 times fold in good fortune. And it's so funny because I was just talking to another director and writer, and she's like, whoa. She's like, Rashay, like, it's so amazing how far you came in so little time. You just started your series, and you're getting so much exposure, and you're on so many platforms. Most people don't even achieve that in their first year of filmmaking, and you did it in less than 6 months. So she was like, whoa. And I didn't even think about it like that. And I feel like, I'm like, okay, I'm still not at the level that I want to be at. She's like, you surpassed so many filmmakers that have been in this industry for years. And they're just getting their, you know, exposure. They've been in it for 10 years, 7 years, and just getting their exposure. And you've been doing it for 6 months, and you're getting probably more exposure than a lot of people. And it's crazy because a lot of, you know, people are grabbing me for interviews, you know, like I'm not hitting anybody up. I'm too busy to hit up, you know, podcasters and things like that. People want me to be on their podcast. People want me to do this. I have several distributors that literally I am going to be on, and my movies will be on some big platforms as well. So, you know, everybody on my set, dope vibes, dope energy. I keep the set positive. I keep people laughing. We have fun on set. We like really, it's not a serious set. You know, we have fun. We don't talk about, it's not a gossip set. It's just like everybody have fun and they're authentic. you know, dopeness. Everybody is so cool, so dope. I only bring positive energy, you know, back on my set again. You know, the people that's like, yo, let's do this and cheering. That's the type of support you need. I have a support team, a supporting team where they're like, yo, we got this, Shay. You want me again? You need me again? You know what I'm saying? Let's collaborate again. I have those type of people that I work with, which is really dope. I'm so grateful. I'm just sitting here like, wow. Far as like, it's just a blessing. It really is a blessing. So I'm just hoping, you know, these movies is gonna be superb. But thank you guys for watching. This is just an update on why I created a production company and why I am a filmmaker / director. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye guys.